Here's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys appear to have... men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Boy, shifts past him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw is Fields. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Jets, first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Adonai Mitchell, 52 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Let's go for a Packers first down.
Love fires that quickly outside. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Third and 4.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Love looking to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws left side. Atwell's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off for the end zone. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now 2nd and 9. Jet sweep. Here's Reed. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing. Love. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. To throw now. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Fields now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Fields. Wilson's got it complete. This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. The decision to take and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, able to avoid him. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on it, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Level sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action. Love to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This is caught by Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Jets, 9-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that'll be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Jayden Reed with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. To the air again, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Those Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 4. Love now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's another Packers first down.
Again, it's Love. Now he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hanson. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is a tight end, Mason Taylor. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7.
They go bootleg. Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Love. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So out now come the Jets. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And a completion to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And third and 1 now. Here's Fields on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a first and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To the right side, incomplete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I'll give the hard running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Jets.
Out of the gun, Fields. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, Fields. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets.
Throwing again is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. the handoff. This is Jacobs. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Packers first down.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely gain more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
On play action, Love to throw. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Packers first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Rasul Douglas on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-2.